Okay, we are live. How is everybody doing here on Black Friday? Yeah, it's been a long week for me. I was under the weather this past week, and that's why I sound probably a little bit not great. Hope everybody's doing okay. If you're in the United States, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I know we have a lot to be thankful about this year, of course, to try to stay safe and healthy and everything that we've good that happens to us, of course. So we have a lot to be thankful for, and hope everybody's doing okay. Now we're going to talk about HP Black Friday today. I teamed up with HP. I told them I would do this with them. So here we are. Some pretty good deals, I got to say. I was looking at it earlier, so it's going to be pretty good. All right, let's see. Can you hear me and see me okay, everybody? How is everybody doing? All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I see we have Handquake here. How are you? Duck Vision is in the house. Tech Realm, I saw you earlier. How are you? Mike, thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Javo Kier. How are you doing? William Cohen's here. Frank is on his way to pick up an IdeaPad 7i. Yeah, that's nice. And then, of course, William is here. We got 33 of you watching. I don't know how many we're going to get today, but I have this here. This is the NVIDIA that I've been using, of course. You've seen this before. This is the NV X360 running the Ryzen 7, one of my favorites of the year. And you could pick it up over at HP, of course. I'll put the link to their Black Friday sale it's already there in the link of this live stream. So I don't know how long I'm going to go. We'll see how I feel. I thought I might have had coronavirus, but it turns out I do not. So thank God. But we'll see. I don't know what you're talking about, Jesus. 1 minute delays. That's how you do it. 1 minute or like a day, not like it'll be in 5 to 30 minutes. Oh, you're talking about between posting it and then just going on it, going live on the stream. Happy Thanksgiving, Roger. How you doing? Are they having some issues? It could be. I don't know. Happy Thanksgiving, Mallory. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Thanks, R. Christian. How you doing? Okay, so has everybody got anything good for Black Friday? We're going to take a look at here. Let's go to the screen here, and I'll put myself on in the bottom there. So HP's having some Black Friday sales here. You could save up to 70% according to this banner over here. 5% off select PCs, $599 and above. You could use that code, 10%. I haven't tried it, so let me know if anybody has tried it with getting the discount. And then you can get 10% off of anything over $999 plus. It's 10 stack BFCM21. It's all there on the screen. But as you can see, there are some pretty good deals here. You have the HP EliteBook, which looks like it's already out of stock. That's one of my favorite. That's the G6. But that has only an 8th generation processor. But look at that; it went from $2679 to $803. That would have been a good deal. But those of you who picked that up, that's a pretty good deal. Then you got the HP EliteBook 850 G7. Now this one is a 10th generation processor. This one you can get this for starting at $748.40. That's a pretty good deal. And that would get you a 10th generation Core i7. That's not bad. I like the EliteBooks, as you know. They're very good. And then the one I want to look at here right off the bat is the Spectre. So let's go look at this for a minute. So you can configure the HP Spectre X360. This is the 15-inch. So you can get it Nightfall Black or Poseidon Blue. And this is on sale for $1279, which is a pretty good deal. You can get it with what that includes is going to be the Core i7-10750H. That's a 6-core processor. The NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti with Max-Q design. That's pretty good. I showed you the numbers in my review of this, and it's actually pretty good. So you could step up for $60 more and get it with the OLED display. But then you'd have to, it says that you would have to get it with this display here. So it's with the AMOLED. Of course, that jacks up the price a little bit, but still a pretty good deal at $1449. So that gets you the OLED 4K display. And not bad. That comes with 512 gigs of SSD storage. You could always upgrade that as well. That's not bad because it also comes with the pen. And that is at $1449, originally $1899. That's a very good deal. And you can get it shipped on 12/16/2020, which isn't too bad either. So that's not too bad if you're looking for a Spectre X360 convertible 15-inch touch laptop. I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll see how that all is going to play out. But that is a very, very good deal in my opinion. Now, you don't have to go with the OLED. You can go with the IPS display. But I like their OLED displays. They're really good. Let's see what other deals they have. And then I'll get to your questions and comments. Here they have the HP Envy X360 15-inch. This is the Intel variant. And this is going to start at around $710, $709.99. This is a pretty nice laptop also. Again, really premium build and so forth. This is going to be really good. This one comes with a Core i7, a 10th gen. It looks like it's Ice Lake with Iris Plus graphics. Not bad. Here in 2020, this is still very good. But look at this. You're getting it, originally it was $850 and now starting at $709.99. You could upgrade it to one with, instead of integrated graphics, for another $120, you can get it with the MX330 GPU, okay? And that'll bring it the price to $829. But there's also a variant with the integrated graphics that comes with an OLED display. You can also have that option. I don't know if you want that. That might be an option to go with. You can get this with up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. Again, the three options here. You can get it with the OLED display, would be a 400 nit display, which is very good. You could also get it with an IPS full HD display that comes up to 400 nits as well. So not too bad. This one comes with 256 gigs of SSD storage, $829, under $1,000 for a very, very nice machine. That's very good. Let's take some of your questions. Let's see here. Okay, which one are they not letting you add in, Duck Vision? They're not letting you add the laptop to the cart. Wonder if it's just me. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. %10 comes even at a low price. Good, okay. What would be the price of the Envy X360? Let's take a look at the Envy X360. I don't know what their student discounting is. So they might have a pretty good one. You'd have to look into that. So that's the Intel variant is $709.99, which is a pretty good deal. Again, you could, depending on the configuration you're going with. Let me see what other deals I think are good here. In the HP Laptop 15T, $529. Let me go back over here. That would be this one right here. That's $529, originally $799. That's not bad if you're looking for a decent laptop under $600. And this was originally $800. And that's the HP line. That's the HP laptop line, which is pretty nice. Well, budget oriented, but still pretty nice nonetheless. And that's going to come with 11th gen Tiger Lake with XE graphics. That's a pretty good deal. $529. Nice. Let me see what display options. On this one, you can get it with a 720p display. I would stay away from that. You could get a full HD 1080p. And then, of course, you can get it with the Bright View micro edge WLED backlit touch display rather, for another $30. Again, really good prices here. I would imagine they're going to go through Cyber Monday. I'm going to try, I'm a little bit under the weather, Handquake. I'm going to try to do Lenovo as well. But I told HP I would do this one. So let's do with this one. And then let's see if we can, maybe in the second half, I'll just do the other brands. Good to see you back. Okay. So, yeah, I like the Envy line. I know a lot of you like the Envy line as well. All right, let's go back to the screen here. And we already talked about this one. That's the Spectre X360. That's a really good deal. I know a lot of you are looking to buy them. Really good, and I think that's a pretty good deal. Here's another one. This is the Envy laptop, 17T. If you want a 17-inch laptop, this is one to look at. This was originally $1,600. It's now $1,100 or $1,099.99. You can get it in silver, or you can get it with this Nightfall Black with the walnut, the walnut finish on it. That's pretty nice, actually. This is going to come with the 11th Gen Tiger Lake with MX450 GPU. So you have a little bit of graphics horsepower there. Not the best, of course, it's a little bit more entry level, but you have pretty good Tiger Lake there, so that's been pretty good with the CPU. This you could also get up to 32 gigabytes of RAM of DDR4 3200. It'll be 2 sticks at 16 gigabytes, so that would be for another 180, or you can get 16 gigabytes, and that's 1109. That's not bad. And this one is 512 gigabytes of SSD storage. Looks like it has Wi-Fi 6. You have the option. You got Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. This is a pretty good deal. If you like the Envy, you want a 17-inch laptop, and you want the Nightfall Black with that walnut, modern walnut as they call it, 1109. Not bad. Again, 17-inch display. Let's take a look at the display. You have two options. The one that this price includes is a 1080p IPS display. And that one is included in that price. But for $260 more, you can actually get a 4K display. It's a 17.3-inch display, 3840 by 2160. And that might be something you might be interested in. It's $260 more, of course, but if you want a 4K display, that is your option. Now, there are other things. You got the HP Pavilion gaming mouse, 200 here. That's on sale for $1449, as you see there. If you want a keyboard, that was originally $80. This one is a $44.79. So pretty good deals on accessories. The HP Urban Sleeve, and I think I've showed this before. This was about a $42, $43 accessory. This is now $24. That's not bad. And then they even have an all-in-one here, the HP All-in-One 24. That one's at $649, and that's not bad. 10th generation Core i5, pretty nice budget, all-in-one, good for the family. Maybe put it in family room or something like that. That might be good. The HP Envy X360 15. This one is the Intel variant, starts at $639. And this one you can get with the XE graphics, like I mentioned earlier. I think this is the same one we looked at. You could also get it with the MX450, like we mentioned, and even with an AMOLED display. Now they don't, with the AMD version, they can't put they don't offer the AMOLED option on the AMD version of the Envy X360. Yeah, a lot of people like the Envy 17. Yeah, the 250 nit, by the way, the 250 nit one is going to be fine. You won't have, again, I have the 400 nit one here, this one, and this one, and I'm using it to show you everything. but it has a touch display, 400 nit display brightness. This is the NVX360, and I think you could actually get these, you know, order it, and I don't know when they would deliver it. Let's do a quick search on this. Let's do HP NVX360. Let me see if I could... let me see if we can find the one. So this is the Ryzen 7. So they have the one with the Ryzen 7. This is the 250 nit version. Okay, so it starts, let's take a look at this because this is interesting. This is the laptop I have with me right here, and I'll show you what you can order here. So it starts at $599, originally $769. You can opt to, for another $140, you can go from the Ryzen 5, which is more than capable, to the Ryzen 7. So that brings it to $739. You can go from 8 to 16 gigabytes of RAM. I recommend that. That's $829. And then the display, you can go from the 250 nit full HD version to the 400 nit, $929. And then if you want to go to 512 gigs of SSD storage, you're at $999. Still a great deal. And then Wi-Fi 6 is another $50. And then if you want the rechargeable pen, $1079. So it doesn't look like it's on special for, but it looks like you can order it. I don't know when it ships. It says undefined, whatever that means. But it looks like you could order it. So that's a good sign here. I know a lot of people through my affiliate links have been ordering it. So this is the one. And the one you have to understand, the one that you want to get, HP NVX360 convertible laptop, 15Z EE000 touch. That's the one that you'd want. So there you have it. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments and questions. The 15-inch HP, William is saying the 15-inch HP Envy and Spectre come with excellent laid-out keyboard. Yes, I agree. They are very good. Carla is saying, I like the HP Envy, but 13.3 inches arguably, or probably a small screen, but 15.6 is not as portable as I'd like. Does it make sense to search for another laptop with a bit worse specs, but with a 14-inch screen? 14 inch is sort of in between the two. 15.6 inch, of course, will give you the more screen real estate. It depends, Carla, what you're looking for. You know, 13.3 is too small for some people, but it is more portable. So 14-inch might be the one you want to look at. Other brands have them, of course, than HP, so you might want to check that out. Yeah, you know, the M1, you cannot use an external GPU. That's going to be a big negative for some people, of course. I've mentioned that earlier in other live streams, so that's something to keep in mind. Please hit the like button, people. Let's get this disseminated over YouTube. We got 57 of you watching. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Super chats are open. Super stickers are open. Memberships are open. And, of course, all that. So there you go. I'm just going through some of the chat here. Should you buy a Surface Laptop 3 now? Well, from what we're hearing, the 4 is coming. So the Laptop 4, we might get a good deal on the 3, but we heard the 4 is coming, and also the Surface Pro 8. There was some FCC specs, FCC pictures leaked showing those two devices. So you may want to wait to see what that'll offer. But if you can get the Laptop 3, yeah, I definitely could recommend it. If you get on a great deal, why not? But if you want the latest and greatest, wait for the 4. That might be coming very soon. We'll see. So I never, Kasara saying, I never missed a video, but just missed this. The reminder just didn't work. Yeah, it's broken. You know, what can I say? What is the best? Mohammed's asking, what is the best HP laptop with a lot of storage, 1 terabyte for photos and videos under 800? Look at their sale. Go to the Black Friday sale, see what you can find. There are some good deals. That 17-inch Envy is a pretty nice deal. You might, I don't know if you'll get a terabyte of storage, but that might be one you want to take a look at. All right. So how's everybody doing? Okay. I appreciate that, Shiro. You like my reviews. They're exceptional. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry, people, for lack of videos this week. I was a bit under the weather, as I mentioned earlier. I'm still not 100%, but I'm getting there. Hopefully, I do have, coming today, I do have the Lenovo Yoga 9i 14-inch. I also have a really nice tower coming from HP. It's an Omen tower. It's going to be really good gaming rig. I'm going to show you that very soon. And I have a lot of other stuff coming. So stay tuned. I got a lot of videos on the way. Now, the ZBooks do have good, let's see if there's any ZBook. I saw one earlier. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's see here. Envy. Oh, these are the Envies. Let's go back over here. Oops. We lost our display here. It's back on. There we go. I don't know what that was doing. All right, so let's see if there's any ZBooks here. Okay, so here's a pretty interesting deal, and that looks like a lot off on it too. This is the HP ZBook Studio G7. It's a mobile workstation, of course. It's powered by the NVIDIA Quadro RTX 5000. Originally $2,753. You can get it $11,0120. Wow, it's a pretty good deal for a mobile workstation. Let's take a look at this. This one is the Core. If you go with the one that they're including here, it's a Core i5 10th generation processor. 8 gigabytes of RAM, not the best when it comes to the specs, and it also has UHD graphics. But if you want something with more power, you're going to step up to the next one, which raises the price a little bit, and then it gives you a Core i9. So you go from the Core i5 to Core i9 for $172, which I think is worth it. And you also get 16 gigabytes of RAM as opposed to 8, and a Quadro T1000 with Max Q, which is certainly better than the integrated UHD graphics. So I would stay away from that Core i5. Core i9 definitely is the 10th generation 8-core processor. That's not too bad. Of course, there are other ones that get a lot more expensive. So that's where you start seeing the big numbers here as you see it. So, but not bad for that second one for $1,204. That's a good deal for a mobile workstation for those engineering students or engineers and so forth. That is a pretty good deal. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. No, I thought it was. It turns out it wasn't. I was negative, so thank God. All right. Yeah, I mean, you can see I'm a little pale still. I'm just under the weather. I'll be fine. Would I recommend the 4K OLED display? If you like, yeah, I love the OLED displays. Now, there are going to be some issues long-term for screen burn-in. That's always going to be something to consider when you're dealing with OLED. But they're, as far as the vibrancy, as far as the pop, there's nothing that's better, in my opinion, than an OLED display. I actually love it. The deep blacks, the really vibrant colors. Thank you. I appreciate that, Paul. I'm fine. I was able to get myself together to do the live stream. Yeah, HP does definitely have a lot of good deals for Black Friday, as you can see, that I showed you so far. I'm going to do that. I want to do that with my studio tour, which is going to hopefully be this weekend. So stay tuned. Appreciate that, Paul. So how's everybody doing here on this Black Friday? Did you buy a lot of stuff? Let us know in the chat. Did you get any great deals, even besides HP, other brands? Let us know. The reason I'm doing HP right now is because I've teamed up with HP to bring you this, because I wanted to highlight some of the deals, especially on these laptops, that I thought you wanted to definitely check out. If those in the market for some of these laptops I've reviewed on the channel, and even some that I didn't, these are pretty good deals. Now, they're also going to have Cyber Monday, I'm pretty sure, so you may want to check that out as well. That's a pretty good deal for the AirPods, right? For the AirPods Pro, $169, right? That's a pretty good deal. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wahaj. Is the Envy, it's a good question, Bill. Is the Envy a step down from the Spectre in terms of build quality? No, I think the build quality on the Envy is a very good. I always liken it, and I said his last live stream, Spectre would be 1 and then Envy 1A. That's the way it's very good. It's very good. Now, and Tahoe is saying, check this out, HP Pavilion Laptop 15Z. That might be another good deal. Here's a doorbuster I just noticed on here. Let's take a look at it. This is a doorbuster. HP Spectre X360. This one was originally $1949. This is now $1549 for the Core i7. I think I mentioned this one earlier. That's not bad for $1549, and that's a pretty good deal. That's about $400 off on one of the more popular convertible, 15-inch convertible laptops that we've seen. That is, of course, a great deal. Nice GPU in that, nice CPU combination, a 6-core Core i7, H-series processor, a 45-watt, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of, what is that? Let's take a look at the specs here. Specs here. 1650 with 4 gigabytes of dedicated video memory, and you get that 4K 15.6-inch display. It's an AMOLED display, and I've shown it before in videos. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is a pretty good deal. 1 terabyte of storage, 32 gigabyte of Optane memory. That's what I wanted to say. It's the Optane memory, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5 combo. It's got a 6-cell 72.9 watt-hour battery. And then, of course, you have all the ports. If you haven't seen my video on it, check it out. It's pretty good. We got 86 of you watching right now. HP's having their Black Friday sale right now, and that's been pretty good deals so far. This is one of them, one of the doorbusters, which you're going to save about $400 on the Spectre X360 15T. All right. So Paul is saying the biggest limitation on the Spectre line is a 16 gigabyte bottleneck. The NV15 X360 can do 32. Yep, that is one thing to keep in mind. The M1 beats almost everything out there. Yeah, but it depends on what you're looking for. You're looking for upgradability, future upgrades down the road. M1 is not going to be useless in that regard. You cannot upgrade it. You'll have to upgrade the laptop. Just get a different laptop. With these Windows laptops here, allow you to upgrade, and you could also connect external GPUs to these laptops. Something like the Spectre X360 with the Thunderbolt ports, and then you could also, which you can't do on an M1 chip right now, of course, with Macs. There's no ability to run Windows on an M1 chip. I've already talked about that. But they have good performance. Yeah, it's definitely got good performance. But let's not jump to the conclusion that it's the be-all, end-all. There's definitely something to be said for upgradability. I've said that time and time again. So let's see. Kartik is saying, Andrew, I'm a huge fan, and after seeing your video of the HP Envy X360 15 Ryzen edition, which is this one, by the way, I ordered one for me to India. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. This is a great laptop. I use it all the time. As you can see, this is the keyboard layout. I'm very happy with it, and a lot of people have bought them. So, Karia, how are you doing? B&H has the M1 MacBook Pro Air 8 gigabyte model for $100 off. That's a pretty good deal. What I'm waiting for is the next generation MacBook Pro 16 with the M1 or whatever variant or follow-up to that would be. That's what I'm waiting for. Not yet. I got a little bit under the weather, but I should be okay. Fingerprint scanner is working well on it. Located right here, and it works great. I mean, it's a little bit of an odd placement in between the left arrow and the Alt key, but nonetheless, it worked okay. So that worked okay. All right, we're building up a little momentum. 109 people already watching on the live stream right now. Looking to see if there's any other things we want to mention regarding that before we move on to just general stuff. Here's another one, the 13-inch. If you guys like the 13-inch, they have the the X360, and this is the 11th gen, so it's the most recent Tiger Lake. 13-inch, this is not the 14-inch or the 13.5-inch display. This is the 13.3-inch display, convertible, 13.3-inch 4K display. This is a pretty good deal. This was originally $1,500. You're now getting it for $1,249. That's a pretty good deal. You got the latest Intel Tiger Lake processor, integrated Iris Xe graphics, which are great. I have talked about that numerous times on the improvements we saw of Intel Iris Plus graphics. Xe graphics take it to another level. It's much better. This is not a bad deal. $1,249 4K display. It's a 400 nit display. OLED, which we like to see. 100% DCI P3 wide color gamut. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 3200 RAM, which is LPDDR4. And it has 512 gigs of SSD storage, 32 gigabytes of Optane memory, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5 combo, a 4-cell 60 watt-hour battery. Battery life was good. If you saw my review of the one earlier this year, it was very good. I will have the 15-inch very soon. I would talk to HP, by the way, the 14-inch rather. The X360, Spectre X360 14 should be here first or second week in December. This is not a bad deal for a 4K 13.3-inch, really portable, one of my favorites, Spectre X360. Okay. 113. You know, some people prefer OLED. I mean, some people prefer LCD. It just depends on what you're looking for. I like OLED because I like the vibrancy. I like the deep blacks, what you get with OLED. There are some trade-offs. Again, screen burn-in over time might be an issue. They've gotten better at it, so we'll see. What spec do I like in the Spectre lineup? I like anything with the 4K OLED display. I'm a big fan of. Otherwise, get the latest processor. That would be Tiger Lake. So if you're going for that 13.3-inch. And there is a 15-inch variant of the Spectre X360 that also has the Tiger Lake as well with the integrated Xe graphics. I should be getting that very soon. You know, I get this a lot. Is the Spectre from HP a competitor to the Dell XPS? And I don't like to compare the two only because one is a clamshell, meaning the XPS line on the Dells. And then, of course, you have a convertible kind of laptop with the Spectre line. So I don't like to compare them too much directly to one another, but there are, of course, similarities between the two. But they're both premium in their own way, of course, so we'll have to see. 123 of you watching. Look at the NVX360 from HP. If you want to stay around 750, there are some great options even under that. Check that out. All right. According to Jeff, he says that he thinks the Spectre gives more bang for the buck over the XPS. Again, it depends. They both bring something a little bit different to the table. As far as which one is better, again, different form factors, different use cases in some ways. The Spectre gives you the ability to use it as a tablet, the tent mode, the stand mode, of course. But of course, you could use it as a regular laptop, which gives it a little bit more versatility than the one type of use case scenario with the XPS line. Got my coffee here, keep me revived. Do I think a 13-inch 4K is overkill? It might be, especially for battery life. If you want the better battery life, always go for the full HD. And again, 13.3-inch display, 4K, maybe overkill. But if those that really want the most pixels for video editing and to do color grading, then you'd want as many pixels and as coverage of the color gamut as you can get. So HP has the Pavilion Ryzen 7 for $350. That would be a good one also. Wow. Good deals over at HP. Again, link in the description of the live stream. Check it out. We got our first super chat, and it's, of course, no big surprise from who it is. Here is Executor, 50 NOK. You got your hands on the ZBook S UX 393, and it's really a beautiful laptop. Why nobody ever reviews it is very weird to me. The links at Gen. Okay, so that is a good laptop. I'd love to review it, and I respect when you say something's good. I'm sure it is, Executor. So we'll have to check that out at some point. I'm going to reach out to Asus and see what they can do about getting me one, hopefully. But you like it, huh? All right, that's good. And thank you for that 50 NOK. All right. And that was our first super chat of the day. Thank you. This $350 HP Pavilion is also customizable within the deal. That's good. I like to see that. It depends. The battery life is not going to be the greatest on the Spectre with the OLED, but it's not. It just depends on what you're doing with it. It's not going to have the best battery life. 3 hours I did not notice, so that seems low to me. Check out my review. You'll get my numbers and when I did my battery test on that. All right. All right. Oh, let's see how long. We've been doing this for 40 minutes. I don't know if I can go more than an hour today. We'll have to see. I'm just going through some of these comments here. We have 162 of you watching. Again, hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button, people. Helps us get spread out over YouTube. Of course, every time I say that, I get a dislike. Yeah, and that was the one thing I wanted to bring up. I meant to say that just a minute ago. Ethan Matthews brings it up. Use dark mode for AMOLED. That definitely extends battery life because it doesn't have to light up as many pixels, which, of course, will take a toll on the battery life. So anything with OLED with a dark mode definitely extends battery life. That is a great point, Ethan. I'm glad you brought that up. And this is another great point from Jeff. Don't forget that HP does have a price match policy. That is very true. So that means if you find the price elsewhere for one of their laptops, they will match it. That is very good. Where can you find a new ThinkPad X270? I can't find a better 12.5 special removable battery. Go to the Lenovo website. I don't know if it's about its availability. I don't know if it's available as far as that is concerned, but you'll have to check it out from Lenovo. Now, Mallory got an email from Apple saying that you can get a $150 gift card on some eligible products. So that was a pretty nice deal if you're into the Apple products. Dark Vision turns on his dark mode and puts power saving on. Okay. Where do you get an RCA tablet? I don't know. Music Bomb, I don't know. RCA tablet, is that a budget brand, I'm sure? Why is there no reviews for the ZBook Create from HP? It has a huge price drop. Yes, it does have a price drop, but I don't have any review on that. I do have the ZBook Firefly, both the 14 and 15 inch I'm working on. That should be coming very soon. So Duck Vision turns on the dark mode and turns on power saver on his X1 Gen 2 OLED, and you get better battery life. Again, OLED, because less pixels have to light up, because the way OLED technology works is it's all black, and then it lights up to create the other colors. But when it's mostly black, then you use less power. That's the theory behind that. So Paul Kitt got the Spectre with the 11th Gen i5 OLED X360 13-inch for $960. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. And Jeff also says the dark mode is easier on the eyes. I agree. Paul likes the ZBook Studio X360. It's like but it's being phased out. Yeah, that's a nice one. So Roger McKenzie bought the HP NVX 360 after my review. Thank you. That's nice that you mentioned that. Thank you so much. Great machine. I appreciate that. I'm glad you got something you like. That's good. All right. A little bit under the weather this week. Turns out I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm okay. But that's why I didn't have any new videos this week. I was a little bit under the weather. All right. We have 169 of you watching right now. I don't have any new information on the ThinkPad X1 Nano. Lenovo didn't send it to me. No, not yet. Not yet. I do have the Lenovo Yoga 9i 14 coming later today. All right. 45 minutes in. Let's take some coffee here. Let's see what other deals I can find here. We're still doing the HP stuff right now. I don't know. Let's see here. So somebody was talking earlier about the Pavilion laptop. Let's talk about this for a moment. This one is $649 normally. And then this one is now $349, but we do have a super chat from Executor. Let's get to that real quick. I posted pictures on how it looks at the Discord server for those who want to see it. Yes, go to my Discord server, people. Check it out. You'll be able to see some pictures from Executor on that. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'll take a look at it myself, of course. That's something we might want to take a look at. That might be one laptop I want to take a review on, so we'll see. All right. So getting back to this is the Pavilion laptop. Let's customize it. Let's see, $349. And the Pavilion line is a more budget-oriented line. Color required. Please choose a color. Right now it's at 125. What is this? I hope this is working okay. How do I, doesn't look like this is working. Let me refresh this. Maybe HP's having a little bit of trouble with their website. Could be. Because that is a good deal. That was $425. I don't know if this is correct, this $125. Is that correct? That would be crazy, right? This is what's showing up right now. Yeah, I think they're having issues with their site. Let's try it again. So let's customize and buy. My network got a little bit slow. It could be HP's website also. They might be overloaded. Yeah, I definitely think there's something wrong with their website. Keep trying, I guess. Yeah, look at this. I mean, that can't be right, could it? 125. But then you have to choose a color. This all looks all screwed up. Yeah. This is all screwed up. So HP's website might be having some issues. Yep. It looks like they're having some issues. Other people like Rick are saying that as well. So, Eric, you work for the HP at the commercial department. We got far less calls about the Ryzen builds versus the Intel ones. You'd be surprised. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's something wrong. Yep, they're having problems. And there's no discounts in the EU? Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It's out of my control. I'm sure it's frustrating. I would be if I had that, if you don't see the same discounts or none of the discounts that the U.S. variants are getting. Of all the days to have issues, no question, this is not the day if you're HP to have any issues. It could be overload. They've had record, and I don't know if you saw there, I think now their earnings call, record-breaking sales on laptops, PCs, largely due to, of course, the pandemic. That's certainly people working from home. People were buying laptops like crazy. So, and this is going to be a time to buy it. A lot of these great deals. Let's see if I can get this to work now. Just out of curiosity. No, it's still screwed up. It's still screwed up. All right. All right. I want to thank HP, by the way, for teaming up with me for this little highlight of this, even though some of it is not working right on their site right now. I don't know, William, I was going to talk about this, and I thank you for reminding me. I don't think I'm going to be doing one on Sunday this weekend. I need a break because I have to catch up on some of my videos. I was planning on, because of the holiday weekend, which we have here in the U.S., not to do a live stream this Sunday, but I wanted to do this Black Friday. So I don't think I'll be doing, I won't be doing a live stream on this Sunday. Unless something should change, I'll let everybody know on my social media. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll let everybody know. So you brought Dark L3D, bought the HP Omen 15 with the AMD Ryzen 7 4800H for €11.29. I guess that's good, right? For euro, is that good? So Jesus Macbeth says you entered the customizer and it works. Okay, because I'm not getting it to work right now. Doesn't look like it's working. They're having issues. There's no question. $143 of you watching right now. Oh, it's always great. I feel better now. I actually feeling a little bit under the weather. I feel better. This energizes me. So thank you. I thank everybody. All right. I'm glad you like it, my friend. I don't know, I don't know who's it working for and who's it not. It's not working properly for me right now. As I keep trying, some of the things work and some don't for me. Like I could customize, for instance, I could customize the HP EliteBook, looks like, but I can't, and if I go back, I can't customize the Pavilion laptop for $349 because I get this. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. So yes, yes, William. These are a good medicine. Yes. I don't know what you need for college, my friend. What are you looking for? The M1 holding up, it's good. I'm not keeping it because I don't have a need for it because I have my MacBook Pro 16. But the M1 is very good. I'll have my full review on that on the MacBook Air. I got behind because I got a little bit sick. So Jose is asking, let's get this on here. The Envy with the RTX 2060 that came out around May, June this year, never went for international purchase. I guess by that I meant Amazon, eBay. I don't know. I liked it. In fact, if you saw my review, it was one of my favorite 15-inch laptops for creators. It was a good deal. So, but I don't know as far as availability outside of HP, who has it where internationally. I'm not really sure. Again, it depends on if you're. I like OLED because I like the way it looks. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. It looks beautiful with the really deep blacks and the vibrant colors, but it may be overkill for some people. You can maybe go with an IPS display, better battery life maybe, depending on how your use case is. But it's not going to look as nice as far as I'm concerned. I like the OLED. I appreciate that. Glad you saw it. What about the Lenovo AMD 2-in-1? Is it available? Which one are you talking about? I need specific model numbers because there's a lot of things going on. I don't know which one you're talking about. Difference, what's Kartik is asking the difference with 15M ED0013DX with your NV model. I'm not really sure because I hate these naming conventions between them, but what we have here is the 400 nit one. If you're talking about the NVX 360, I'm assuming this one is the one to go with as far as I'm concerned. And you can order it. I showed it on the earlier in the live stream. Flex 14 was very good. Flex 14-inch. The Flex 5 is what you're talking about, that 14-inch we talked about in other live streams and in videos. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I reviewed the gaming laptop, the 15 from Pavilion. I thought it was a nice budget option, a pretty nice offering at a good price. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's start. Let's see if what I want to thank HP for teaming up with me for this today to take a look at these. I'm going to stop now, not talking about HP for now. I want to start talking about what the other brands are doing just to see what's going on because I don't know if I can do another live stream today physically. I have to rest. Let's go back to here. And let's take a look at what Dell, let's go to Dell just real quick. I want to see what they have. Looks like they have the, let's go to their Black Friday deals. And they have the XPS 13. Now, I know I reviewed, this looks like it's the 9300. And this one is $749 and gets you the Core i5. Where is it? So view details here. Where did it go? There's the XPS 15. We go back. So it looks like it is the 10th gen. This is the XPS 13, 10th gen. UHD graphics, of course, 13.3 inch. This is the Ice Lake. I reviewed that earlier this year. Very, very good laptop. Of course, they've since upgraded to Tiger Lake. But for $749 for an XPS 13 with a really nice full HD touch display, that's a great deal. That's a savings of $310. That's pretty good. I appreciate that, man. You hope I get to a million subscribers soon. I don't think it's going to happen soon, but I appreciate that. XPS 15 is on sale also. This is going to be the 9th gen, not the 10th gen we saw earlier this year. So if you're looking for a pretty good deal on last year's model, for $1449, which gets you a full 4K display, 15.6 inch 4K display. I believe it's a touch display. That's not a bad deal for Black Friday. And let me see anything else. You got some Inspirons in there. Take a look at it, people. They got the Inspiron 15 3000. It's the Ryzen 7 3700U, but it's not the 4000 series. So check it out. There's some good stuff over there. And then, of course, there's Lenovo. Another super chat. From Executor. So XPS is sold so bad here in Norway that they pulled them out of every store. Wow. XPS 13, i5, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 was $2,000. That's way overpriced for sure. Way overpriced. Considering you can get that for what I just showed you, was a $749 or something to that effect. Yeah, I showed that earlier. It's on the HP website for their Black Friday. They have some on sale, so check it out. All right, what's Lenovo got here? Let's take a look real quick. They got the Flex 5 with the AMD Ryzen for $579. And that one I've reviewed, of course, and I liked it a lot. That's a good deal, $579. The ThinkPad L30 for $399. X1 Carbon Gen 8, which is the most recent version, $999. Wow, that's a great deal. And I reviewed that one as well. Looking for some of the C940, that's last year's 14-inch consumer convertible we looked at, $999. IdeaPad 5 for $539. That has the 11th gen Tiger Lake. Let's see what else. ThinkPad T15, $899. The P1 Gen 3 workstation, $2109. For those looking for that, that's a good one. C740, $969. Check it out. That's over at Lenovo. I think that X1 Carbon Gen 8 is a good one. Six cores and 8 cores, you'll see a big difference depending on what you need those extra cores for. If you're doing things like video editing, you'll definitely benefit from having those extra 2 cores. But that will create a little bit more heat. But 6 cores are pretty much sufficient for most kind of productivity tasks. It depends on what you need to do. If you do high-end tasks like video editing, gaming, you might see some benefit of having those 2 extra cores. But it depends on what would take advantage of that. So you could this person. I'm almost buying the HP X360, but I don't know which SSD is better, the terabyte PCIe NVMe or the 1 terabyte with the 32 gigabyte of Optane memory. I'm not the biggest fan of the Optane memory. I didn't see any benefit in my testing with that, and I've said that numerous times in the past. So you may not want to get the Optane memory. I don't see the big benefit of that, to be honest. Unless I'm wrong, somebody else can prove me wrong. I don't see the big benefit of that. And I agree, the NVMe is the way to go, Eric. I agree. So those are some Black Friday deals from HP, and then I looked at a few just now from the different brands. But I want to thank HP for teaming up with me today. And Paul agrees with me that there's no benefit. There's no benefit. All right, we're at over an hour, and I think I'm going to call it a quits right now so I can get work done on some of the other videos. No live stream this Sunday. I don't think I'm going to do one this Sunday. If I should change my mind, I will let everybody know. But it looks like I was not planning on doing one this Sunday just for the holiday weekend. I need to catch up on stuff. So I will be back next week, of course, with the regular scheduled time. Now, what I do have coming up that I'm receiving today is the Lenovo Yoga 9i 14-inch. That is coming today. I should have that. So I would like to get that unboxed and in a video this weekend. So I want to thank everybody. Happy holidays if you're here in the United States. And of course, everybody else, thanks for joining us today. And it's been a great, great live stream. And I want to thank my moderators for once again doing a great job. And everybody who came to show up. And thank you to HP for making some great deals for Black Friday. Hope everybody has a safe rest of your weekend or the upcoming weekend. And I will see you. I don't know. I don't know if it's a leather. I don't know what they're sending me with it. It would be nice if I have it with the glass palm rest. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. So I'll let you know later. But until next time, everybody, see ya.